you hear me?
I can hear you. We'll work on that
Okay.
video for the Facebook Live. But you ready to
Yes,
take another call?
I am. We have Anna from California. Do you have a story to tell or a question to ask, Ann?
Yes, I have both.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, yes. Well, I've got my children taken away since 2017, and that was from my mom. She called CPS on me 4 times. The 4 times they didn't take them away from me. The 5th time they did because, I was frustrated. I never hit her. I never put hands on her, but that made me very, frustrated because it's like, why are you calling them and I never hit you? I'm not on drugs. And, I've been through a lot of pain with my mother in the past, but I'm still trying to let it go because I always wanted her as a mother and I never wanted her to be away from my children. But, it really hurts. But I'm still fighting for my children and I did everything the court asked me to do. Like, I did parenting, domestic violence, all of the classes they were asking me to do, I finished them. I'm in school. I'm going for a medical administrative assistant. I have my own apartment. They still haven't given my children back, and it's very frustrating.
So you've done all your classes and taken all your courses. What predicament are you in now? What question are you needing to ask? So you just how to get them back in general, or is there?
Yes, I want them back in general.
You're looking for?
Yes, I want them back in general, and the CPS lady, the worker, they were kind of rude to me as well. They would say little comments like, "Well, you're gonna get paid," to my mother and stuff, and it was like, okay, you expect me to be mad? I'm not gonna be mad. I'm just gonna be a older person about the situation.
Hannah, did you have a specific question you wanted to ask me this evening?
Yes. Will they close the case?
As long as there's legal guardianship, you can always file paperwork with the court to try to get them back and or to get more liberalized visitation with your children in terms of frequency per week and duration, how long the visit's going to be or whether it's going to be monitored or unmonitored, supervised or, not supervised. So you always have that.
I've done a lot of monitored visits. They never gave me unmonitored.
Okay, so if you've done everything, I think you said that at the beginning, if you truly have done everything and you have all your certificates, your letters of completion and all of that kind of thing, you can talk to your attorney about filing a 388 to get more liberalized visitation, perhaps overnights and weekends, or to even get more family reunification services, and of course, to even get the children placed back with you, either all at once or one at a time, something like that. Okay?
Yes, we're working on it. But it's like, I'm a mother and we get a little frustrated. Like, we want things to go a little faster. We're a little impatient.
Right. There's an old saying in the law, and I know people don't like to hear this, but it's true. And the saying is, the wheels of justice turn slowly. So sometimes you just got to be patient and work through that and, just be persistent. I talked to a gentleman earlier today, one of my clients, and he is methodically moving towards, reunifying with his children. It's been a long road. He's had a lot of significant problems, but he never gave up.
No, and to be honest, sometimes I feel like making a protest in front of the court or in the DCFS place, all by myself.
Right. Hey,
Anna.
Wait, hold on a
yes.
second. Anna,
Anna,
did you hear that, what I talked about at the beginning of the show? We're going to be looking for voting captains. So if you're in California, you might want to volunteer to be a county captain or a city captain. And if you do, I want you to call my office and leave a message because we're going to put you on a list and you're going to help us do that protest, but at the ballot box. I heard a song,
yes,
I think I mentioned this before. You don't need the bullet when you have the ballot. That's from an old...
Because I actually want to help women that's been through the same thing as me. I mean, I'm a young adult, but I want to help girls that are going through a little situation like me.
Right.
I want to be positive about it. I'm a fighter.
Anna,
Yes.
I am going through the same thing that you are. And it's hard to be patient when your children are taken away from you. But what I tell everybody is be patient. Don't let them see you, sad. Take notes, document everything, keep going, keep doing your lessons, keep doing your classes, do everything that they ask you to, whether it's begrudgingly or not, but you will get there and, document everything. And that way you have it written down in a book so you can flip to it when you go to court or something. It's really important. Just as a mother going through the same thing, because I had my child taken too, and I know the heartbreaking day in and day out. You want to hurry it up, but like Vince said, the wheels of justice, they turn very, very slowly.
Yes.
Hey, Anna, I want to thank you for calling, of course, and thank you for listening. Call us back in, 3 or 4 or 5
Well,
weeks and give us an update on what's going on.
may I get more information about that protest thing you were saying?
You know what? I want you to call my office, leave your name and number, and just tell them you're calling about the CPS voting.
Okay.
And I'll get back with you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Anna. There is somebody on Facebook Live that just messaged me and said they want to be part of the ballots in the voting process. And if you're out there, no matter where you live in the United States, because we're going to do this nationally, by state, by county, by city, call me and leave a message. And your name's going to go on a sheet, on an Excel spreadsheet, and we're going to start sending out information about what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. It's time for a change. It's time for new representatives. It's time, perhaps sometimes, to vote. If instead of complaining about that judge, quit complaining and do something. In California, I think in a lot of states, judges have to be elected, or if they were appointed, they have to be reelected. So let's quit complaining and let's start voting. Cynthia, did you want to add something? Not Cynthia.
Eric. No, I was just saying that it's very frustrating being a parent and not having your children. And one of my questions for you was,
2 minutes.
Come in, they just rip your child away. But when they give their child back to you, they don't just give you your child back. They do this long, drawn out process. And I was wondering, why is that? Why is the reunification for someone to come back to their mama? Why does that take 29 days of everyday visits? Or, you took them, why don't you just give them back quickly? I know I've had a lot of people ask me that question on Facebook, and I don't have a logical answer.
There is no logical answer. There are many reasons, many reasons. Some valid, some not valid. A lot not valid. So, sometimes I think, it has to do with money. Sometimes I think it has to do with liability. Sometimes I think it has to do with personalities between the parent and the worker. Sound familiar?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, very familiar. They don't like you, they'll,
Right. So, we're talking about people, right? We're dealing with people.
Yeah.
And just because this is a
Yeah,
legal...
but these people are children.
Listen.
As you know.
Aaron, you look at the news every day. Do you ever see anything that's unfair? All the time.
Every day,
Right.
every single moment.
All
right.
So this particular venue, this CPS thing, it's no different. There's good people. Look, throughout my 35 years as of December, have I ever met social workers that I thought were great, good people? The answer is yes, I have.
I have one.
The problem
my one guy is great.
The problem is that I've had social workers that are completely the other spectrum, and the problems arise because sometimes people in the system don't want to recognize that. We have good people and bad people and everything, and a lot, and everything in between. Let's recognize that, and let's not turn a blind eye to that.
Yeah.